Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Right. So you know one end of a blade from the other. Fuck me.
What are you playing at, Leon?
Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie na kanale Game Live z serii Final Fantasy XVI, gdzie na polski Finalna Fantazja XVI, gdzie jakość wątpliwa, a komentarz w miarę satysfakcjonujący. Zapraszam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie i cieplutko do oglądania. Chodź tu. Podziękował. No i to by było na tyle. Udać się w tamtym kierunku, czy... Smoczy Avis. Okej, idę na ciebie. Okej. Jest silny, chuj, no. No! Dziękuję. W jakim jestem punkcie? Okej. To była po prostu taka polana, na której on sobie smacznie spał albo odpoczywał. A ja mu to zakłóciłem. No i chrzanić typa. W ogóle popatrzmy sobie na moje wyposażenie. Jak to wygląda? Zdolności w sensie. 1131. Myślę, że ulepszy. Tak. Ulepszymy sobie to, a teraz będziemy sobie zbierać może na to, cokolwiek to jest, przyzwij olbrzymią kolumnę ognia i ja myślę, że w to będę celował. No cóż. Poczekajmy, aż nabierzemy trochę więcej punktów. Chyba że wykupiłbym te szarże. Tylko gdzie ja bym ją dał? Myślę... Wiecie co? Dam sobie te szarże. Tak. I damy sobie ją jako... To sobie zostawię, bo to jest dobre. A tu sobie dam szarże, zapłon. No jest to lepsze na pewno. Bo na 3 gwiazdki ma miecz. Dobra, okej. To sobie w tą szarżę będę celował. No, to będzie dobre. To będzie dobre. No. Dziękuję. O, mamy tego chuja. Tak, on jest ciężki, ale damy radę. Wypróbujmy szarżę. Chuja, widzę!
North Reach. There's a good boy.
No! Po prostu go rozbiłem. Po prostu chłopa rozbiłem. Chłopa. Smoka. Gałązka marzanny dolinowej. Wilkołak, siema. Okej, wszyscy. No, wszyscy. Dosłownie. One już chyba nie są agresywne.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope that Dame has friends in the south.
So delightful.
Welcome, good. Back off, Branded. Can't you see I'm with a customer?
Co to takie niemiłe?
Oh, and a chine of
Like a
roast
plum for the apple of your eye.
Keep your hands to yourself. No one will buy anything that's been soured by a branded's touch.
Ale kurwa świnio. Chyba nie tolerują naznaczonych.
The right to confiscate any objects forbidden.
Begone! The gate's for citizens, not serfs.
Okej.
You gonna buy something?
Aktywowany obelisk. No i całe szczęście. Witaj. Witaj, witaj. Kim ty jesteś? Cóż to za niewiasta? Zamień ze mną słowo.
A moment, my lady.
A moment. I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
Zależy w jakim znaczeniu. Mam cię zadowolić.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
No raczej tak.
You can trust me, yes, but why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless.
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Clive chyba nie zrozumiał jej słów, a ja w sumie tym bardziej nie zrozumiałem jej słów.
Fruit's not getting any fresher.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
A ten ziomek?
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up.
No.
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Get out of my sight, filth.
Bardzo nie lubią tutaj naznaczonych. Wręcz kurwa nie cierpią. Chuj im w dupę.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Dobrze, damo. Idę za tobą.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Coś, Clive, nie masz. No, jeśli coś chcesz osiągnąć, to musisz za nią iść. A raczej musimy za nią iść.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Ten budynek? O to ci chodzi? Nie no, ładny, no. Ale chciałbym zobaczyć, jak wygląda w środku. Chciałbym w niego wejść.
My lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. No, I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Pieczęć przyjmujesz od Izabeli Księżyc i Gwiazdy. Okej.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Okej. Przyjmuję zadanie. Poszukajmy tej Tatienne.
I should probably start here.
Mamy także misje poboczne. Wiecie co? Ja bym sobie tą Tatienne na razie darował. Popatrzmy sobie na to. Mamy aż 3 misje poboczne. Ja się za nie wezmę, zanim ruszę. Potrzeby za murem, przyjaciel ludu, duma kroczy przed upadkiem. Dobra, to Tatienne sobie zostawimy na później, jak już wykonamy sobie tę misję. Na spokojnie.
Excuse me.
Handlarz
You there?
Etienne.
The gentleman with the sword.
No,
I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
And who exactly would I be assisting?
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver packages to a few of my most valued clients. There are 3 in total: a grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are fresh from the master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
wydaje się dość proste.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
Sporo płacisz, przyjmuję. Dzień dobry.
Well then, I suppose you're new.
No one's allowed through the gate.
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now.
Kurwa, paczkę mam. Cicho.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard. But this here'll make them less so. For a while, at least. Sorry about the welcome. Meant nothing by it. You wait right here.
Ciekawe, co dla mnie ma w dowód swej wdzięczności.
Here. You can tell Etienne I'm a man of my word.
Perfume.
Perfumy, kurwa!
Finest. Just as promised.
W sumie nazwa zobowiązuje. Oriflame to mi się w ogóle kojarzy ze sklepem, w którym można po prostu kupić perfumy męskie, żeńskie, obojniakowe. Zielarz.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
W mieście.
Somewhere the gate guards won't be paying him or his affairs any mind.
Fine. Hand over the goods and be gone.
Cóż za wdzięczność tych ludzi, kurwa, jak oni mnie szanują, no nie?
This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false,
To co mi zrobisz?
I can always take it back.
you will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
A propos tego zejścia ci z oczu, to vice versa. Nie podobasz mi się, gościu.
What did you say was in these pies again?
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice. That isn't a burden off my back. And this is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course. Perfume, cigars, and spirits. Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
No nie była to zbyt miła persona, chyba tylko ten pierwszy gościu, któremu przyniosłem paczkę, był taki dość miły dla mnie. Co do reszty, kurwa, to traktują tych naznaczonych jakby, nie wiem, kurwa, byli takimi niewolnikami totalnymi. Takie to jest chujowe podejście.
You have returned.
Nie podoba mi
I
się.
believe these are yours.
Proszę, 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 proszę.
Delightful. The dame will be pleased.
You don't say. And would she be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Kryształy?
Just tell me in the first place.
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his ankles. I couldn't risk you stumbling under the gaze of the guards.
Ja?
After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide.
No.
If you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you evaded me.
Ale czopkę to masz zajebistą. Potrzeby za murem wypełnione i 1000 gili zdobyłem. Ładnie. Łupy. No, kto wie, kiedy się mogą przydać. Dziękuję. To chodźmy do następnego ziomeczka. Albo ziomeczki. Ziomeczka, ziomeczka służąca.
You're one of the dames, I see. Well, you'd best be back to the Vale before the sun sets.
Spoko.
Once the men of the garrison have filled their bellies with liquid courage, a brooch won't stay their tempers.
Aczkolwiek jeszcze chyba słońce nie zachodzi, jeszcze chyba jestem bezpieczny.
Sergeant's got it in for us. Huh. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Well, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
Ale muszę przerwać. Powiem wam, że nienawidzę, tak jak tutaj jest pokazana sytuacja właśnie, jak są traktowani naznaczeni w tej wiosce, zamku, czy tam jakkolwiek to nazwać to miejsce. Strasznie to jest tak chujowe, nie? Zwłaszcza, że w XXI wieku także to się spotyka, że po prostu spotkasz osobę, która po prostu patrzy na ciebie totalnie z góry, nie? Po prostu ty jesteś dla tej osoby totalnym jakby zerem, a ta osoba nawet cię nie zna, nie? Tylko od razu z góry cię osądzi i gdy z tobą się spotka, no to od razu traktuje cię jak po prostu jakbyś był najgorszym gównem, ścierwem, a ty nic tej osobie nie zrobiłeś. Do tego ty starasz się mówić miło, ale ta osoba musi ci kurwa pierdolnąć jakiś taki tekst, że kurwa w stylu no wiesz, no co ty tu w ogóle robisz, nie? Wypad, kurwa, weź, nawet mnie nie, tutaj, co ty w ogóle, ty do mnie mówisz i tak dalej, wiesz, tak jakby strasznie nie mogę zrozumieć tych ludzi, którzy czują się tak, że mają taką wyższą klasę od ciebie. Nie ma tej takiej pokory w nich, ani takiego jakby próbowania wyczucia empatii względem drugiego człowieka. Tak musiałem przerwać, bo kurwa aż mnie natknęło po prostu na wywód w tej kwestii, bo to jest tak po prostu nie fair, że niektórzy ludzie są tak okropni dla innych i nie wiem, czy oni sobie zdają z tego sprawę, czy nie, czy coś przeżyli wcześniej, przez to się tak zachowują, ale jest to po prostu okropne.
I'm just passing through.
Don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
A widzisz?
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either.
Spoko, ja
Take
też.
a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
Co za matoły.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you.
Zbierzecie niezłe bęcki, że tak powiem. I jeszcze 2 na 1, nie?
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. All right, so you know one end of a blade from the other. Fuck me.
What are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we? Not a bearer. Win the Dane's favour anyway.
I know when to hold my tongue.
Give me fight!
You got potential. I'll give you that. I'll be damned.
4 punkty niebieskiego tylko, no mało, no ale...
Can I go now?
Gregor's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Okej, powiem jej, że tam delikatnie żeście mnie ruszyli, nie? No i zarobiłem przy okazji.
The Emperor's finest. Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you.
Czego chcesz?
Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you.
Ej, takie, liczę na twoją dyskrecję. Ej, chłopaki! Wiecie, co on mi powiedział?
About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Samberquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Okej.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today, that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
No dobrze, to idź, a ja wykonam to, co mi zleciłeś.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
Nie gadaj, że muszę im... Nie, to nie są oni. Całe szczęście.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time. You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Ale jak można ich tak traktować? Przecież jak taki nosiciel by się wkurwił, to by mieli po całej cytadeli. Bez kitu.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Bez komentarzy. Jak się za ciebie dostać, ziomeczku? Tędy? A, babka, proszę bardzo.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Myślałem, że mu jebnie. Szkoda. Szkoda. Dobra, tam już chyba jest odpowiedni moment, czy jeszcze nie?
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it. The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me. You need to rest. But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
To jest chore,
Your own
kurwa.
hurts. Then wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though. A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
Mega nie fair, no ale co zrobisz? To są rzeczy, na które się nie ma za bardzo wpływu, nie? Jak już ludzie mają takie zjebane przeświadczenie, no to nic na to nie poradzisz.
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then.
Mhm.
Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter.
Dzięki.
It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Dama ma do mnie aż za dużą słabość. Może dojść do pewnych czynów. Plus 18. Magiczny popiół 25. Okej. No to ruszmy sytuację z Tatien.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother. As do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatian shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
Też siedzi taka jakaś zmartwiona, albo mi się wydaje.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking
A
about.
nie, jednak wesoła.
And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the Dane was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Najwyraźniej. Pytanie brzmi, kim jest ten koleś z tą blizną, nie? Czy on zrobił jej jakąś krzywdę, czy... Jak to jakby rozumieć, no nie? Miejmy nadzieję, że Tatien, że z nią wszystko w porządku, nie? Że nikt jej krzywdy nie zrobił.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off!
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Mamy trop. Tylko czy on tam będzie?
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Chyba tak.
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways.
To ja ich otworzę.
You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
No dobrze, także udamy się w takim razie do Moor, ale do Moor udamy się już w następnym odcinku, a na razie odsyłam do innych serii na moim kanale, które są przeze mnie prowadzone. I co? Żegnam się z Państwem, z farcikiem ziomeczki. Yo, zostaw subika, jak